will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics.
What up? What up? How's everybody doing? You guys make it out of the evening show? Video quality is definitely fucking insanely better on YouTube. Hold on, I can't breathe. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the video quality is insanely better over here. I don't know how it's so much. You'd think that fucking they would have that shit looking like fire for all gaming network. I can't believe it's so different. You know, I didn't notice that before. I thought it would be as high on both platforms. Because I was always exporting shit over here, so I never realized the quality was like off the fucking rails like that. That's pretty nuts. Yeah, hit the like button, do all that stuff, help me. It's YouTube. I guess we can do that, and people may find us in this little cocoon we live in. How'd you guys like the return? We had Winter After Dark before. It was like a gaming centric show before, but now we've switched it back over to YouTube. We just did an evening market wrap show sort of. What'd you guys think of Winter After Dark? Dragon Energy. We had some Dragon Energy apparently. I see 65. Oh boy, that's not good. I wonder if people don't have a way to know we're over here. I guess we'll have to put something up that says we're over here. I wonder. There's way more chill. Yeah, we're not in the rush we were before. Let's see. I got an idea. Let's see. I think I got to do something. All right. Update. Yes. Don't do this to me right now in the middle of this shit. All right. I haven't. It crashed. Don't do that either. I think I got to do something how many people do you guys see on the show? I see 60. Okay, so no one's here. All right. I was worried about that. Yeah, I was gonna open up. I know what to do. Don't worry, I got this. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. How to do this? Go live. All right, how do we do this shit? That's not right. I think that's it, right? All right, let's try this. Moving to YouTube. Did it work? Nope. What's going on here? I can't make it work. Oh. This is gonna be funny. Rotate your phone to begin. Oh shit. Alright. We're live on YouTube. Yeah, YouTube's platform is definitely better for rewatches. So we'll wait for the audience to populate on YouTube that doesn't know we're on. Don't leave. So I launched on Twitch for everyone over there to figure out we're over here. So I'll see if it shows me people showing up. So yeah, you guys said you don't even get notifications over there. So for everybody that's coming in right now, we are, you guys see it? So Vicky Vale did it. So that's where we are. We're over on YouTube. Head over here. We got better quality and shit, and we're just gonna be leaving Twitch. So if you guys are tuning in right now over on Winternomics TV, we're gonna move that Winternomics.tv to YouTube and aim it over here also. So just follow that over, and hopefully this thing goes over 100. Well, you did say we were going to stream on YouTube, on Twitch. I did, but nobody pays attention to the shit I say, bro. They just look at this. I'm some idiot in a mask. Nobody's listening to this shit. A couple of you are. 35 viewers on Winternomics TV. Knew it. I knew it. You motherfuckers didn't listen to a word I said. God damn it. Wait, I can't use that country guy for here. That's the wrong fucking thing for Storm Shadow. How many motherfuckers know who Storm Shadow is? Yeah, so hit the link that Director Vale is giving you and exit stage left. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know it was that bad. The video was so different because I was uploading the video there, so I saw it look like terrible. It's like, whatever. I mean, I got as high res as I could get over here. 71. I think some people are figuring out. Yeah, vacate. Exit stage left. Where the motherfucker at? Not there. I'm over here. So anyways, yeah, you guys like the evening show? I thought it was pretty chill vibes. I was a little more wrecked than I had planned to be because, as always, we can never start shit like when I planned. So we're trying to start at 6:30. And a couple extra drinks later, the IT situation, I was just out of the zone of where I had planned to be. So, shit was real. But how about Kathy's fucking dingleberry on that chart? A crash cycle redefined. Yep, head to YouTube, people. No good mornings. Good morning, Eco. Gabriel, you're always a week behind the fucking chat. Get your ass off that fucking station. No, don't give Gabriel a break. That motherfucker's from church. Bitch, pay attention. I know him. Get your ass to YouTube, bro. Yeah, a week behind the chat. Good morning, Eco. I should kung fu chop you right in the jugular. Good to be here? Rich? Not on you. God damn it. Get off the station. This is crazy. Y'all in the chat, that thing help me. What the fuck? How many of you don't pay attention to anything I say? Good to be here. You felt the punch? Yeah, bro. Get your ass to fucking... This is crazy as fuck. Motherfucker. Listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Okay, so... Serious problem on the first launch. Unbelievable. I know I said it. Did I have to do a fucking post-credit on the final to tell you to get the fuck out the station? You wouldn't have watched that anyway. Most of you leave before that. Alright, so I think Director Vale is and Dr. D has that stitch handled. I don't have a place to put this shit. Motherfucker, handheld. Alright, fuck it. Fuck it. It is what it is. So, we are back. Some interesting things happening. So so it's the funniest shit ever, right? So the show was called fucking Dragon Energy, right? And it's because I was wrecked. It's because I didn't know what I was gonna cover. That's actually at that point I was fucking slide out of my fucking head. So I called it that. Talk about a motherfucking sync wave. Peep this shit out. Just this morning, right? I did not know this. I was fucking smacked. Fucking my Facebook, they have the fucking bullshit memories, which always sends you memories you never want to fucking see on really bad timings. Well, this shit came up today. Today, on this day, I posted this today. I didn't know I didn't know this last night. How fucking hilarious is that? I mean, it's a terrible picture. But that really changes the whole thing about it. I was on some Dragon Energy. That is not Dragon Energy. That is strange shit, Whoever made that, you a weird motherfucker. Weird. But yeah. Dragon Energy Synthwave. Not the best synthwave, but fuck it. What are the chances of that one, right? I didn't know. I was drunk as a fucking skunk. And we're like, what are we calling this thing? I was like, I have no idea. And unbelievable. What are the fucking chances? That's when I posted that fucking weird ass picture. Gross. Are we still at 31 viewers on fucking goddamn Twitch? We're not on Twitch. What the fuck? If I figure out who you guys are, you're getting ejectocito, cuz motherfucker don't pay attention in the goddamn Discord. Don't pay attention on the goddamn station. Holy shit. It's ridiculous. I feel so much better getting off Twitch. I don't know what it is. I felt fucking constricted. I think I could use they were fucking me in the ass with no Vaseline. I wasn't fucking enjoying it. Gotta keep it smooth. Kathy B dragging her penis all across her investors' faces. Sweet action. Why are the viewers going up on fucking Twitch? Are you guys going over there? This is the main show. Okay, I'm like, how the fuck is the viewers pumping, bro? I'm gonna stab somebody. Busted. Who's doing this? Unreal. Alright, I'm done. I'm gonna close this one. So you guys, I don't know. I'm gonna leave this aimed at the motherfucking something. Where am I gonna? I gotta leave this somewhere. You motherfucker. You motherfucker. You a goddamn lie. All right, here. We're going to do this. Sweet action. Double stream it. You got confused. Energy. You non-paying attention ass vegan. That's what happens. Eat more meat, you son of a bitch. Just hit 100. Bro, I'm fucking struggling. It's real right now. Gabriel, energy. I'll wait till I catch you motherfuckers in voice. You already know I've been on some fucking mad tear this weekend. I'm gonna have that ass, boy. Oh my god. Non-paying attention ass. You in church too? You in church? Oh yeah. You're not paying attention to shit. Fucking Christ. Somebody pay attention to anything. Fuck. See you in Twitch. That's it. I'm going to Twitch. Alright. So, you guys want to talk about stocks? That Dragon Energy carried over. I didn't have no Jaeger this morning though. I should. That shit was fucking fire. Honestly though, I didn't feel like looking at the chart for about like 20 minutes. I was fucking way out there. Alright. You guys give me stories? We got war stories. We're trickling in here. What was the big news last night? There's a couple things. Oh, peep it. Best kept secret. Unbelievable. I almost shit myself this morning. I woke up and saw this. Where is that? I can't find buttons. Holy shit. My shit's almost at the price of a motherfucking Clonex. Well, I got my Clonex for like 6.47. So this is fucking crazy. This thing just passed my original clone price. Fucking awesome. Appreciate the support for my first piece of art and the brand representation of this entire ecosystem. That's pretty cool. Why do I still have 28 viewers on fucking Twitch? Leave the fucking station. Follow instructions. Read the fucking pinned post. Unreal. But yeah, fucking how sick is that? Did we talk about this? Did we talk about the double the double dicky do? I don't know if we did. We'll have to talk about that. Actually, I don't think we did because we didn't have a show. We'll have to talk about that. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Head over to Twitch. Unfucking real. We will see big penises. So, yes, you're gonna have high resolution, like, ability fucking to stare at some fucking junk right now. Peep this, right? I didn't get to put up in Reddit, but this is definitely the most legendary. I think of all of them. I have some wacky shit, that I call stuff with over the years that looks totally ridiculous, like the Dunkin' Donuts thing and shit. But as far as comic strip TA goes, motherfuckers, this is fucking one for the fucking record books. I talked about it last night. We're gonna put on the morning show because you morning motherfuckers will miss it too. This is the most legendary prep. So in Discord, we have the announcement channel. We just did a blaster here because we didn't have the Monday show, so we just did a prep. This is how we did a prep. I got people that are like close to like 50, 60 years old that are reading financial information like this. Like, come the fuck on. I hate this Zoom function on God, I hate you. Stop moving stuff. Oh my God. So yes, the double dicky do. You'll have to see it. Just go study it on Instagram. But this is our dildo rule. Remember our red and green dildo rules? So there was a chance of getting both of them in the same session. I can't believe people made money on this. How fucking great is that? The double dicky do. First the down, and then the fucking rip, right? You finish off a volatility gap, and you blow everybody the fuck out on the gap. The recoil on the exhaustion gives you the double dicky do. That is a term. I am plus 40 years old and just came up with that. Fucking kill me. Anyways. Who made money? Who can tell their wife or missus, you know what, we're going to dinner because I placed a bet on the double dicky do? Who fucking told their missus or their significant other, you fucking put the money of the family into something based on having read something with that description? Oh yeah, in YouTube, yeah, you got to do something to make it like, however, if you sign up with like your actual Gmail or whatever, you'll be your whole real name here. So, YouTube people are whatever. But if you want to change it, like he just told you how to go adjust to give yourself your handle, like Twitch. Richie's like, I want to carry this exterior vision moment. Yeah, so I have 18 viewers on Twitch still. If you really gonna stay there and watch the show to the fucking the iPhone, bro, like get your ass. There's not even a filter. It looks retarded. I didn't tell her, but I made some money. So that's what's up. SD Donata, the fucking like literal level, the fourth horseman of the apocalypse. That motherfucker. Yeah, I told you had to watch the VIX on that level, didn't I? You can change your name. Yes. Okay. Shout out to everybody throwing a couple of, I guess you call them bits over here. Ducats at the show. We appreciate you always supporting the network. You change your name. Android. The fourth horseman has arrived on YouTube, guys. And he says hi. So let's see. We're at what kind of time, right? 26. So let's check out some things going on. I'm going to cut well, I don't have to, but I really want that thing out of my fucking way so I gotta do charts. I can't keep this thing on. So Twitch, goodbye. We gotta go bring your ass to YouTube, and we'll see you soon. End. Peace. That's random. Alright. No, shut up. I don't want to hear this shit again. Can you check ApeUSD, please? I could. These emojis are fucking horrific, though. This is like, Jesus. Like, who made... Some person here has, like, fucking mental retardation, dude. Definitely like the look of some of the emotes and stuff. The emotes are now retired. Those will now be legendary also. ApeUSD, we'll look at it. I could look at that, some other things. Let me get a couple of charts up here, and then we get Reddit. Where's my Reddit at? I never get over this. This is just my favorite. Of all of the ones I've ever made, this is actually my favorite. It's just the look and feel of it. It's got a great look, right? All the fucking people that like looked at and played it and stuff, like this just like is a complete comic, you know? It's so good. So good. All right, Reddit. I mean, what do you have to do to tell people about up and down in markets, really, right? Do you need a suit and tie to tell you about up and down? I think everybody understands a fucking limp dick and a fucking up dick better than anything. That's all you're going to deal with most of your life. It's fucking dick. So, where are we at? We got a couple stories. What do you guys got in here? Earnings week, 425, that's this week. Let's see who's here. So, fucking crazy earnings, right? You got yesterday, Microsoft, they beat. Google missed, and that is something we're going to talk about. We talked about yesterday evening, you know, how bad that was because with advertising crippled in Facebook, to have them miss, Facebook is today, who's crippled by Google, and Apple, who's on Thursday. Like, this is FANG coming out right now. Netflix already got killed. Google is already showing some now signs of weakness, and now we have to hear from him, which we know he's weak, and you have to hear from this guy, right? And then Amazon too. So this is a high volatility week just because there's just so many unknowns with supply chains that anything can come out in guidance-wise from a whole lot of people and fucking throw the market off a fucking bridge, right? It's real crazy. You got a semiconductor. What's the issue with semiconductor shortages and supply chains? You're going to have Roku, who's going to probably tell you something about what Netflix is telling you and see if people are fucking like taking discretionary spending out of their asses. And Amazon is going to reflect on the discretionary spending. Caterpillar is going to reflect on fucking things in industrials. Boeing just fucking missed because of fucking issues in supply chains, among other things. So there's like really, really bad news coming out of like a lot of fucking places. So you got to really pay attention. This news flow is crazy and it's the biggest guys doing it. So what Apple and Amazon say on Thursday is big news, and then the big dirty energy motherfuckers over here will say something on Friday. So it's like literally every single day something traumatic could happen throughout this week. You know, it's a crazy week. So today, Boeing already pre-market announced. We want to see what Spotify says and PayPal. All these dudes. This is where Kathy Big Penis has got her dick all up inside PayPal. And she's inside Teladoc, and she's fucking ass raping somebody else in here. But like, there's serious shit. This is a heavy week. So whenever these come up, whenever the week that has Apple and the top 3 companies in the world in it, you always pay attention. They move everything. And so one of the things we talked about too, right? Forward visibility on fucking the economy, the supply chains, and Putin has pretty much wrecked everybody's fucking, every analyst's forward estimate is fucking pretty much dumpster shit right now. Without that, you cannot create forward valuation estimates from most of the big capital flows that, underlie valuations of these companies. And without that, it equals a risky situation. So the VIX is reflecting, basically we're blind. You really can't tell what the fuck is out 3 to 6 months within these companies, and everyone's estimates of everything is getting drastically changed because the rate of inflation is just fucking crushing discretionary spending at a speed no fucking body had ever projected it was going to happen, So now you can't tell what a motherfucker from last month would have the money to spend on this month. The guy who would take, his family out to, a weekend trip might literally not have the ability to do it in 3 weeks at the speed that fucking prices are fucking you across the board in fuel and energy. And it's rippling into everything, You're like literally by the week and some days stuff is changing on milk and juice and shit like that. So that means that if you can't see what's out forward, you can't place an appropriate valuation, and the safest thing to do is reduce risk, right? De-risk. So that's what you're seeing, right? The market is de-risking at a hell of a speed, while Big Penis keeps saying the same fucking shit as if nothing's changed, because she's a charlatan. She's got to fucking keep getting your money, so she won't fucking say something different. That eventually, I believe, leads you to fucking court and that bitch being sued and crucified out of the market as she continues to run that scam, hoping the market will turn in time to save her ass from her inept bullshit. That's a memo. Clip that. I don't know what goes on YouTube. They got clip shit over here. Do we clip shit over here? What the fuck? I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy, right? That bitch is fucking the most irresponsible fucking fund manager in all of fucking human history. That's why fucking, you put it on chart. That bitch just gave everybody the straight dick, right in the ass. And that's all they're getting. Straight fucking balls and slapping on the ass cheeks, It's not even nothing sweet. It's fucking for real. You guys think that shit sounds like I'm being fucking funny. I mean, you can meet any of her investors right now. All the motherfuckers are walking funny. So, nobody in crypto here no more. I think there's most people haven't found the channel yet. We got a 130, so it's like half of our normal. Well, you sometimes our maximum. So we're not that far off. I just think people are trickling once they click on YouTube and see it. We can clip streams and replays. Oh, cool. All right. She's just a sharp. She's just I'll tell you something crazy, right? I interviewed to go into Ameriprise like 2 decades ago. Close to. It was in the mortgage days, and I went in there to a friend of mine because I was really, I was gonna, possibly help be a financial advisor. Right? I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm pretty good at call markets, and I heard the craziest fucking shit in my entire life inside that fucking company. Right? So this is all part of this disillusion that leads me to these shows like this, guys. So like, I go in this place. It's through a friend of mine I went to college with. He brings me into there, and I meet the regional who runs like mid-zone Florida, like from Tampa across. She controls all those offices. She starts off as what I'm supposed to start off as, and I've got to get like whatever tens of millions of dollars of money per quarter under management to then have moved around in specific vehicles that generate fees to them. So they make money basically on the transactional volume of money under management, right? Will there be VODs on YouTube? Videos on demand? What does that mean? I don't know. Somebody who knows what he's asking, help him. Anyway, so listen to this. This is crazy, right? So, in my mind, I thought when you go into one of these funds, you kind of direct shit like, I think fucking Microsoft is a good buy long term for like, 2 years. This is a place that, it's a large scale resolution trend. I could, think you should ride this. This is what I would think, a financial advisor does, and you say, yeah, we'll put you through that and blah, blah, blah. Hell the fuck no, right? That's not what they do. They need you to go into something that they'll get a specific rip on. So they got a couple vehicles that are like, diversified in specific basketings, and you're like, you're going to put them into these. And it's like, we have a basket rotation theory formula we use that helps us with the market, and that allows us to generate more fees. So I'm like, okay. So here's the actual simplistic logic, right? I'll tell you how a lot of these funds make money. You want to see something cool? This is 8:38. I'm gonna teach you guys something fucking crazy today. Ooh, I have a blackboard. This is so cool. I got a blackboard. So, all right, blackboard. How do I get you reset again? Luxdraw. How do I make you do the new one? I don't use it so much. This is really crude, but That it? Okay. So portfolio rotation theory is really simplistic, right? I'm going to have to write on this thing. So let's get some words. You got stocks. So you guys want to understand how these funds survive over long term, why people put money in these things? I'll show you, right? Bonds. Oh, we'll make use of those bonds. A smarter human would use the fucking mouse. Here we go. Oh no, you're not working? Don't do this to me right now. Fucking goddamn it, I would have tested it if I was actually smarter. Alright, that's all good. You got cash. And you know, let's say gold. Oh, not that. Should have totally used that for gold, huh? We'll use gold as red. So gold is risk off, right? Market could go against you. So gold is definitely not correlated. He's inversely related to stocks, right? He's the de-risk guy. And you got, like, you know, differentials in performance here. So, right, portfolio rotation theory works like this. This is how all these fund managers actually survive. Like, not the thematic funds like, you know, Gerber or anybody, but people who have, like, you're in a general fund. This is actually what they do that makes them fucking, your family not figure out they're fucking scumbags. So, use this guy. Let's use white. So, you have a certain allocation that you do in this, right? And this is what the lady's literally telling me, right? The regional. She's like, look. She's like, look. You guys here? Where you at? Couch, I got stream computer on chat phone. So listen to this, right? So she's like, look, this is the first thing she says. Like, don't worry about fucking, like, you know, because I'm telling her what I think I'm going to be doing. And she's like, don't worry about all that. Look, nobody can predict the market. That's not even what you fucking got to do here, right? Nobody gets what the fuck's going on. Like, you know, it goes up, it goes down, and you fucking make money. They fucking think you're great. It goes down. Like, don't even worry about that. He's like, all you got to do is make sure when it's going down, they don't pull out. Like, this is how it's going to work, right? We just use portfolio asset rotation theory, and like in time, when the market recovers, they're going to be up and they're going to give us the credit for it. And I'm like, what? This is the regional of all of Ameriprise telling me that no one has any idea what they're fucking doing, but they have a way that they will win in time if you just keep them in. Do you hear what I just said? The regional director of all the financial advisors of Ameriprise is telling me no one has any idea how to do this. And I'm standing there like, I do not want a job with you. Are you fucking serious? So I need to keep people's funds in, and you're going to move them to this model that will generate fees while you transact it. So it will make money over time. So it does. Here's how this works, right? So let me get what color. I got this, and this. This thing, how do you like this board? I don't know. It's something my phone does that's a lot cooler. We'll use blue. So consider this like a complete universe, right? Your money could only be in cash or in stocks or in bonds or gold. And this is a complete system, right? If your money's not in stocks, it's going back to cash. If it's in bonds, it's not in any of these, right? So this is like a bubble. Let's say stocks go fucking crazy. Like you have a pie, right? And I need a good writing color. I guess orange is going to be it. Right? And you got your pie is like starts off 100%. And you got, 60% of your shit in stocks. 10% in bonds, 10% cash. Let's say you're really in there, right? You got 20% gold or something like that. And this is your whole pie, right? So let's say stocks just go fucking crazy, right? And your stocks go up like crazy, and stocks basically dislocate and become fucking like, they pump so much that they become 75. What can I do here? You got fucking eraser? You son of a bitch. Just to say.
I have a mouse for you if you want it.
Oh, I'm good. I'll get it done. I can foil.
You can just connect it to your computer, by the way.
It's okay. I'm good. So you get here and you go from here, and now this thing's worth 75%, right? So this thing's kind of distorted, right? He's got this, like, the stocks is like now a distorted bubble. So this, pumps to this point. You basically take some of the money and you bring it back here. Bring it back here, and bring it back here until you maintain these same ratios and bring him back down to 60. If you keep doing this over time, right, and you get, say, a distortion in bonds, and bonds outperform everything and become fucking like 30% of your portfolio, you keep redistributing back to the others. And so you deal with reversions of relationships across time, which as long as the entire system continues to inflate, you end up making money. But you don't have to fucking exactly know anything about what's going on in any piece of this. So as long as you can keep them moving around this system, over time, this diversification rotation will come out to actually continue to like take the excess alpha off of the parts of the portfolio that outperform and redistribute and buy basically the underperforming asset until he catches up. So when you have reversions, you will eventually make money. If you get a dislocation that goes fucking crazy for long enough, right, you will underperform until your reversions happen. So that's how they make money. They don't actually know what nothing's doing. This is what all of them are doing. That they keep you inside the family of funds and they move you through that, and then they make money in the transactional volume as they do that, and they just have to keep you from not pulling out. I've just told you that pretty much nobody really knows outside that industry, and I don't know if they can come after me, but fuck you, bitch. You know goddamn what you told me on the floor. See, I didn't name you. You want to out yourself? Go for it. They'll fire your ass. I should name you, motherfucker. Yeah, generating fees and distribution. So that it's clever as shit, right? It's not ridiculous. It is a model that will work over time by basically buying the asset that's underperforming all the rest, right? So if you, this is a pretty cool lesson, I think, for you guys to like learn. Let me see if I can put up a basket here. Do I have a pre-made basket? Let's see. We'll put a disaster basket. I'll show you this, what this looks like visually. Disaster basket. What am I on here? No, not that. Disaster basket. All right. So, what's going on here? Let's put this guy on something. So basically, you're banking on this. Your stocks go really fucking crazy and they become a disproportionate percent of your shit. You go buy the guy that's garbage until this happens. And you keep doing that so the other guy swallows up. And you do this over time, and this rotation model does make money over time. But it means that all you do is manage the distortions in the bubble, right? And make sure you redistribute at a certain benchmark, and this will make money. And this is really like how the biggest funds do it. But it's pretty interesting. So what people think they are handing over to, like if they think the financial knows what he's doing, they don't know shit. They've just taken a fucking fee, paid a fee like a real estate agent who's taken a course for 2 weeks to put you in a $200,000 to $300,000 transaction, and they're just as dumb as you are. They have no fucking idea, and that's why one of the reasons we kind of teach you guys like how to think for yourself. You do not want to hand your shit over with the bias that the person you're handing it over is somehow so much smarter than you. They're not. They're lying pieces of scam artist shit. Kathy Big Penis should be the fucking testament to exactly what loads of bullshit are pouring out of these motherfuckers, So, anyways, let me get to the war story because I'm going to crunch myself for a macro for you guys. Let me finish this up. This is the morning is stressful. The morning is like fucking crunch time. All right. Earnings, we got that. Big shit. Crypto Metaverse Scorecard. This is Waffles. What up? I haven't seen you in a long time, stranger. Thank you, Kaz, for teaching us how to recognize and play strength. I'm going to talk real quick right now because we got to go fast. Since watching the Metaverse show with Gerber, it opened my eyes to the leaders in the Metaverse space. I've been subbed to Winternomics TV for the past 34 months. We appreciate you, man. That's awesome. 3 years of support. And the amount of growth and understanding that came from paying attention and rewatching streams is next level. There isn't anybody else out there teaching us the right way to approach markets mechanically. Everything in the eco is made to elevate our decision-making process and approach markets. Stick around, take notes, study the blogs, watch the previous shows. It may seem scary when first starting out because of the terminology. Terminology is fucking fire. What? Double dookie do, motherfucker? That's like fucking straight right out of the econ books, bro. Just don't let that stop you. Take notes, Google the terms, keep pushing through, and ask questions. At one point in the past, when I first started while watching, I made it a goal to myself to spend the same amount of time I would usually allocate to watch TV shows and movies to study the public material. That's awesome. That's a really good way to think about the valuation of what that time is worth. So if I spend 2 hours a day on TV shows, I'll spend 2 hours to study CAS materials. Well, man, that's fucking dope. I'm glad to see that paid off and all that work. This dude's on his own. Wow, what the fuck is that? That's fucking blind as shit. Oh, it's Ape. Nice. You cranked that motherfucker. Wow, good zones. Look at that shit. That's evolution in your strategy, huh? That's a beast move. And you held it out to that? Wow, that's badass, bro. Good shit. Ape. You guys are funny. You guys are all over that coin. 1402. You broke 1500. That's what's up. Forex Factory. Anything else in here? What do we got? Bullshit. Sorry. Let me just look. Today's Wednesday, right? Bank of Japan. Pay attention to them in the currency market. The yen has been going crazy. There'll be big movements out of what they say tonight because the yen has been fucking flying around like nuts against the dollar. Thank you, Izzy, as always. Ape on steroids. You guys are everywhere with this. Double booby. That's right. You posted this inside Discord. Thanks for putting up the war story, champ. During the Friday show, Kaznos showed how ApeCoin was ready for a move. I did. That's actually where it came out in here, right? I put it, it's on Twitter, but we put it down here on the fucking trigger. Like we told you, pay attention on trigger, perfect bull flag, perfect contact from top trigger, back to the original break trigger, this rotation back to the second trigger, and you watch for a fucking leave. It's perfect fucking setup, right? So money fucking play. Whoops, what's happening? Ah! How do I stop this? What did I do? Oh, there you go. 42 R's. Holy fucking shit. So that's pretty epic fucking run. And this motherfucker right now, you saw, they just announced on the other side, you know, the entire Apeverse, the other side is going to go through fucking Ape. Guys, that's a fucking no-brainer. So Andreessen Horowitz, fucking this entire project, 3 tranches to launch. I'd pay attention to this fucking like market. This is probably like, you know, they're gonna set the standard for what the metaverse is gonna be. It's gonna be the biggest fucking launch with the biggest backing in the world on the biggest brand. So this is fucking serious shit, and it's set for April 30th. So we have a point in time, you know, probably pay attention to this guy going to that date, and there's over 100,000 people KYC for fucking you know, the first tranche of property. So it's oversubscribed. So this should fucking be insane to watch. Good stuff, Double Booby. What's next? First war story. Cool. Who's this? Fozzie. That's good looking. Let's see. I hope you got out before you came back. Hi, Eco. Just wanted to share my most moral damaging trade and a few wins from last week on top of that. I've been following for a year now and I've learned a lot, but also feel like I've just touched the top of the iceberg. To keep this short, I've posted longer stories of my journey on Discord. Okay, the ETH trade was one of my first trades ever. There have been a few more before that. I didn't journal at the time and really until recently. And while it was successful, now in hindsight, I've used way too much risk on it, 7 to 8%. Nonetheless, this trade was the catalyst to try and do this full time, and I've been relying on trading income now since July 2021. Wow, you're trading full time already? It's out the bat. Awesome. The road has been rocky, yes. I've realized quickly that I've got a lot of mental issues due to recent family death, and now being with just myself and my thoughts and doing the hardest thing ever for a living did not help that either. I'm sorry to hear that. I started to idle and stay in isolation. The progress has been slow, and I'm finally starting to take care of my mental and self a little better. I have been changing up daily life habits, maintaining sober mind and healthy body. Thank you for everything you do, Kazo. You've changed my life, and I view it forever. And have been the most influential figure in my life. Wow. Yeah, I read the thing. I'm sorry to hear about that. You know, having your mom and stuff. This is you know, if you gotta take breaks from this to process stuff, like when you have that grief, it's literally almost impossible. And I remember the story. That's like hard to even think about. So you know, pretty amazing you're doing this and you're staying the course of this, man. You know, we got your back as best we can over here in the Discord. And if you ever need to talk, you know, hit us up. It's not even a thing. So awesome stuff. Thanks for posting this. TR Shapes. Sitting back, coming back with a plan. Hi all, Kaz and Vicky. Had some days where I was not emotionally in check due to the life stuff and stayed out of the market during those. Better stay back when you're all set for losses. Go back to some good momentum in crypto, stocking 1 to 2 tickers. Played the D-risk on ETH, 3 Rs. Played Ape, that was looking for a while, but wasn't in line with the right moment. 3R playing on uptrend. 1 R because minus 1 R because I entered without being patient enough, afraid that it blew up again. Well, it didn't show any real signs of rotation. Sorry, I'm a little thrown off. Reminded that I lose every time I'm trying to play very stiff bull flags. Very stiff bull flags? What the fuck is a stiff bull flag? Bro, I'll do the fucking sexual innuendos in here. What the hell is going on? What the hell is a stiff bull flag? Play signs of an apparent rotation. Thanks, Kaz and Dr. for keeping us in check with reality and with our poor habits. Have a good one. By the way, YouTube show was a blast. I'm glad you dig it. Ooh, that was tough. Well, shit, those are fire scorecards, guys. Appreciate the share on that. I forgot to show his charts down below. So definitely check these out. These are some great journaling you guys are doing, and I like the more concise journal TR. You get a lot out of a little. So very good, man. Appreciate it. Good stuff. 60 R's, some beast shit. We're 164 viewers, so we're not totally wrecked. You know, decent amount of folks made it here from Twitch. So let's see if we can get this thing back into the 2 and 3, maybe 400s again. So you guys got some people that want a market show, you know, help get word of mouth out. It's not too weird to come to YouTube as it was to have to go get that stupid app and deal with Twitch all the time. So hopefully this works out a lot better. Multi-dimensional mean reversion, I guess in a sense, Ross. All right, let's see. So I'm at fucking 854. I need to get to macro. So I got a little type in some middle things on that rotation. But what do you guys think of that rotation? You know, portfolio rotation. You've never seen that before, right? But it makes total sense how it works. And that's a very basic idea that you could look more into on your own if you didn't want to get into the minutia of like, you know, what we do and be more like, you know, targeted and you know, accurate and precise. That's basically how fund managers get away without paying attention to shit and still make money over time, and without necessarily knowing what they're doing. So, pretty cool idea, you know, for people that, you know, maybe don't have the lifestyle to do this or pay attention at these levels. Just don't, if you're gonna do that, just let some other asshole do it for you and take fees off your ass. You could do that when you're fucking self, you know. All right, so charts. I am like way out of fucking not left field here. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna want to see what these guys say. What the fuck? You turn on these guys. Facebook, right? Because Facebook is going to give you an indication as how bad this entire thing is, from Roku, Facebook, all these guys. Facebook literally gapping down on the fact that what if Google's hurt, they're in the same space. Advertising is hurt, these guys are hurt, right? Because discretionary spending is going to hurt if no one has things to sell, because they're fucking people not spending, they're going to reduce advertising. So we had this guy, this is a sheet we gave you guys on OnlyFans. Hopefully you guys played it. So remember we told you the things that like would really look bad, like Kathy, you know, was clearly fucking like got no risk management whatsoever, and in a de-risking environment that's exceedingly fucking dangerous, you know. Very fucking dangerous. Where the heck is my sheet for this? Fuck. So I try to put really precise stuff out as always to, you know, help and make it clear as to like some of the logics and reasons, you know, why we do X, Y, and Z. And, you know, this one I tried to be very detailed with the key zones that you pay attention, at least for major movements to happen. And it worked pretty good. So if you guys played this, it should have been super simplistic to take down. And I'm trying to get things to be more simple for, you know, to be communicated more easily. And as always, I try to put out the most accurate shit I can produce. This one, like, you know, this was really just the fact that Facebook has a crippled business and ARK is being run by a fucking lunatic, you know. So this is like, these things are exceedingly risky, and in an environment like what we're dealing with now, right, the VIX looks fucking crazy. So you're in Dangerville with Kathy talking out of her ass. You're in 30 VIX, right? This is not near 20. It's, you know, just it's 50%. This is fucking like apocalypse cities up here. So you can't take this lightly. So this was the where's our chart for this? This is the one we gave you guys. This is VIX, right? It's the OG VIX. There's the other VIX. A million VIXs over here. Didn't I say this? Yeah, we did this on the show. Remember? We did the bull flag projection. If he does this outside this shit, oh boy, and fucking exactly that, right? So do Goku shit off of Supreme Beings level, and I don't have Estanada's on this. Where's Estanada? He's over here. Let me get this guy. So this is always the worry on this sheet, that we could rotate this flag out. It's really choppy, right? But if we really have to clear up here about 35.30, and then we do that, we shoot into this zone, and shit's gonna get real. All right, this is 9/11 territory. Shit'll be really real up here. So shit's already bad enough, and you're just getting bad news after bad news. So this can get bad all the way until Friday, right? So we're watching for a potential of this, and you know, we can get this, pump right out of this, and that would be a very bad thing. We'll put him over here to see where Estonada fits. Yeah, look at that. He was a swing level inside this corrective bull flag. Damn. The monolith killer. Epic. So we're in bull motion right now. Do not take your eyes off this. That is the epic speed we're seeing like shit like this come down now. Netflix just absolutely getting insane gas. Guys, look at this on a daily, how crazy this looks. Sorry, actually look at a weekly. Do you believe that people just don't call it a crash yet? It's crashing. To cut through this base in this like that is insane. You know how much volume is inside here to go flying through that at that kind of speed? That might not make sense to everybody, but the fact that it had literally no resistance through that is fucking crazy. And so that's what these guys are all falling. They're coming down like a stone. Like we said, this one, if this is the fractal crash like we're talking about, right? She's legging down in like the denial area, and fucking now this should fucking push completely into the zone. She has the capacity from the estimations we made in the crash cycle to fucking push down 40% from here, up to. That's 20. That's fucking nuts. Possibly 20 points. You destroy tons of things. Look at, she's holding this thing, PayPal. So this is like your only shot in hell with PayPal there, DXY there, right? We looked at this last night, fucking Leon, and we're at the climax of COVID. This is the COVID high on the dollar. Right? Dollar has strength in a deflationary environment. And you're in a deflationary environment right now, and you're more of a fucking, there's a combination of things. A hyperinflationary environment with a deflation of the economic systems is kind of what, better way to think of it. So you do have inflating prices, but you have a stagflating situation. So you have a repatriation to the fucking only currency that fucking, it's got the lowest risk. But this is a crazy fucking level, right? Now, we just saw a massive leg get passed through on Netflix. This is epic. If he goes through this in a single shot, maybe you can even blow out Wicked and stall, but, I would expect coming through this massive shockwave up in this range, it's reasonable to expect him to at least put a box range here and do something. But it's parabolic as fuck. Would you chase something like this? It'd be very risky. You want a structure, but if things are fucking terminal, it's going to just gas. So you guys have to employ, you know it. You don't want to say it, but you're going to have to say it because it's going to be time on a day like this to pay attention to the potentials of a double dicky do. I brought that back. I know you enjoyed it. Anyway, so shit's critical right now. Pre-market 417. Got a pop on SPY. So SPY's slightly up while a couple tech guys are off a bridge. So you definitely have a differential in the market again. Caterpillar's up pre-market, right? So some industrials are actually strong while we can see the Qs themselves are fucking they're a little bounced to them, but there's going to be some components in it. So these guys are down really, really deep, really, really strong. So you want to pay attention to this. So where the Qs are at going to open up right now, where the DXY is going to open up right now, this is a pretty huge level, right? You're on COVID lows, and you're on a really clear, the last major bounce before this thing really fucking goes through and follows arc. So this is your line in the sand. Employ the fucking dildo rule for fucking sure here. He's going to probably violently go one way or the other, and overnighting this week is only fucking dangerous with every one of these companies that could come out and say the wrong shit. So we talked about limit risk, we're going to do some, I don't have time on this show, but we're going to do some simple option spreads demonstrations. That's what I got this board for, so I could demonstrate some things without having it all over the chart and lose it. And then we'll talk about some things that show you how to limit risk, and we're going to do that here on YouTube, where I think there's some basics what long and call is and what verticals are, so we can know instead of having 1,500 shares overnight something and getting gapped fucking 2 points, but way past your risk, you could fucking if your risk was $500, you could buy $500 worth of a spread, and you could not get taken for more than that, and then if you're right, still get paid, is much smarter in the 30 VIX environment. And if we're going to sustain this high volatility environment because the new normal is fucking crazy, then you need to learn strategies to adapt to that. The average person walking into retail is going to go buy shares. It's going to fucking die out here if this just stays like this, and there's a damn good chance it does. So we'll start to get that. I'll get time in the next show to fucking make sure I get a way to do a demo of a strat. So SPY stuff, I know I'm taking a long time. SPY critical area, Ragnarok, guys. We're at fucking literally Armageddon. So, holy shit. This is the original Goku level. In case you didn't know, that's him. That's how he came to us. He came to us as that guy. So, sweet Jesus. The original Goku. Goku's shame, right? This is the real deal. It's all been Goku. It was never Stevie D. It was never fucking Leon. It was never Supreme Being. It was always this bitch. He came into the show and he cursed us all. So now we're on death's door with Putin, and fucking Goku's getting the last laugh, and we're all gonna get humbled like a bunch of fucking plebs. Thanks a lot, Goku. Anyways, you guys get the joke. Pay attention to this shit today. Dildo level, key swing level, very good point for fucking a huge move in both directions. If he does it, if we gas harder and stay under here, this shit can get fucking real serious real fast. So DXY we covered, VIX we covered, crypto, BTCUSD. So the danger is this continues this track down, and like we drew on the last one, if you continue to follow this, that's dangerous, right? We look for this pattern, we wait for it though. If he rotates, this is gonna go gas. So if we fucking climax out in DXY and we get a risk on move, he'll rotate through, let him come through, and this is your trigger. Same shit, 42, he'll probably cannon blast out this motherfucker. So pay attention there, otherwise he can track back. MicroStrategy was our proxy for fucking crypto. That's, you know, we told you, fucking bull flag, fractal, bull flag, fuck, and quintuple fucking fuck. Right? So there's this motherfucker, fuck, and that's micro fucking strategy. So you guys pay attention to this guy, right? That was a pretty badass call on this dude. So you had like fucking about, what, 120 points to fuck with him. So pretty good. So apart from the fact that he's going to kill everybody, but it looks great. So pay attention to this, right? And he's a dead read on the same thing. If Bitcoin's going to rotate, he'd rotate up. He'd probably play him going to 5. But until further notice, this shit's fucking dangerous, and he's got earnings right now. So pretty curious to see what fucking Sailor's got, right? So we pay attention to that. So that covers everything on that. And then gold, we'll look at total. Let's look at total real quick. So let's pay attention where total is. So we don't want to see this guy deviate, but he's pretty much at a place like, if you're going to turn this bull flag, you're pretty much at the fucking extremes of where we want to see it do it. So otherwise we could be deviating, right? So we're under the key swing. This is your key swing for fucking total 2. And that's 1.1. So put alerts on these. Don't just listen to me say it. Mark this down. Shit's in a place where people are going to fucking get wiped out. We're going to lose show viewers who don't pay attention. You're going to get fucking smoked if you don't pay attention to where we're pointing at. So this is seriously what I'm being detailed. The market's in a crazy place. VIX 30, literally, this environment, some retail traders will die here. So I don't want to be any of my viewers. Pay fucking attention. All right. That's all of that. BTC, ETH, we could look at ETH, you know. ETH, we want to pay attention to all these things. He's pulled back a lot further than one. Key trigger level for him, above 2,900. So good threshold to watch on all these guys. You stay on here, we can keep on de-risking. So main thing to pay attention for, to see if we get another chance to swing here, is that ETH is still structurally in an uptrend as long as he doesn't break this low. So this will get a questionable floor when he's here. If he's going to set a new high, yeah, you're projecting like, you know, where could this floor be now if he's going to do it? Otherwise, he's tracking in a trend this way, and you allow him to fucking finish that trend until he proves fucking otherwise. Otherwise, he's in trouble. Right? So pay attention for that, you know, and do we get this is what your potential. But if I can make that something else. Right, until further notice, until you fucking rotate this trajectory, fuck you, right? Prove it. So prove it, come back to trigger, and the rest of the market will probably affect this rotation. All right, that was really wordy. Sorry about that. All right, give me charts. I'll do stuff real quick. 97, quick. I'll do some cool, quick shit. Motherfucking Goku, right? Motherfucker. Is he here? What's his fucking name on here? Watch, you get your real name, you son of a bitch, we'll track you down. Anybody do symbols? No symbols? Symbols. IBM, SRE, Apple. All right, I'm gonna go as fast as fuck. I could do Ape right now because he's on my screen. Ape is right here. So that's Ape right now. Oh shit. So there's Ape pushing out right now. The announcement came, put him out over this. It's sitting here pretty cocked at the high. It looks kind of nutty. So pay attention to your trend, like, you know, like so. He could correct through it, right? If he gets a breather, somewhere between now and the 30th, he has a chance to possibly do this and then do one of those things like we said. If he does that or maintain this track, you know, if that's what it, so be it. But I think that's what we're kind of watching. Unless something adverse happens, there should be a lot of velocity of value getting forced through this guy's ledger, right? He has fucking like very known fundamental news and a very, very known reason to fire fucking like $500 million right to the fucking goddamn chain. So, and then when these funds come in and go out, they're going to lock up the ape that buys the property, and they're going to basically fucking like crush the supply. So they're looking for a pump. They're not sort of kind of telling you I'm trying to pump this. They're fucking screaming they're going to pump this to people. So you know, I'm not telling you FOMO shit. I don't want you guys to get all crazy. Like I probably made you feel like that. Don't. Just, you know, this is my thoughts and process on it. Whatever you do with this, make sure you do it designate a risk that's appropriate for yourself and don't do fucking silly shit, right? But I'm not telling you to buy this thing. Just pay attention to it and, you know, make your own choices. What color can I put on that? It's yellow and colors suck on this blue background. All right, that's good enough. All right, and then IBM. IBM. Oh, sweet. Here's IBM right there. Thank God. All right, OnlyFans. We have OnlyFans, right? This is a trigger from OnlyFans. Fucking actually said that shit. Yeah, so we've had him a big res, a bull flag for rotation on the industrials. He doesn't look like fucking some of those gross guys. And generally, you know, you look at the dogs of the Dow when the gross guys die, and he's been a dog of the Dow. If you don't know what the dogs of the Dow are, it's the bottom 5 performing Dow industrials, and he's one of them. So this rotation, we're looking for a structure here. He's more than in it. You probably want to see him clear above all of this shit and probably set up again above it to continue that if that's going to ultimately happen. Right, like I said, I think the Dow might be able to run without the Nasdaq if we're seeing what we're seeing in that Nasdaq Dow relationship. So, you know, keep your eyes on that guy if he gets above trigger. SRE, that's way out of there. Big ass down move. Looks like he had earnings today. He's going to sort that out on the gap, right? This is clearly broken out, and if he stays above this, whatever he structures, you could play something. He's going to open here. You could easily fill the gap and then fucking do this, create a flag, and then allow you to fucking play a rotation and go back out. And then trigger off like fucking old highs, like so, right? So something like that. If you get something like that, I think that's like, you know, setups that's probably worth paying attention to. SRE, I can't remember the other one. SRE, what is it? Apple, BTU, CCJ. Apple. That doesn't look too healthy. We drew a trajectory to watch. If the market keeps de-risking, he's back under here. Probably watch that came down this trigger. Or right now he's passing through that. So everyone's pulling back. I think this is the next area you care about. This is a freight breakout. Let's see. Until he gets through this low, I don't redraw this trend line. So we pay attention to how he stays inside this area now, right? What he's going to do here. And if you're going to go down below that, the market's probably even greater shit. This is probably, you know, a pullback we care about paying attention to if he gets through that. So we watch to see what he does in this space, and if he has a potential to get in here and the market gets some kind of reversal that allows him to come back out of here and do something like this, it's possible. But for right now, it doesn't look as probable. BTU. This is Peabody Energy, right? We had this guy in big res. Yeah, big res Peabody, big pullback, never made to a trigger since. We talked about him down here. He's almost there. This big dump is probably correctable and survivable. He's correcting out of this range. He probably still makes it to this trigger. Not there. I say if he finishes this corrective structure here, he can go back up there and then finish that kind of deal. Yeah, something like that is possible with that guy. CCJ. I did BTCUSD, I did DXY, so all I gotta do is DCJ and tie bat. Okay. Who the fuck asked for a tie bat? Oh, I know who that is. CCJ. Nuclear shit. Wrong chart. CCJ, big bull flag, same thing we were talking about, energy sector, right? The massive bull flag rotations on CCJ, so we're paying attention to that. There's a pretty big arc to have no real meaningful, like you know, resolution shift. So I guess we kind of want to track this, right? He's kind of arced up here. And it's kind of like, you know, kind of expanding away from his main trend. There's a chance for him to rotate and revert back here and before he starts to kind of maintain trend or even stall a little more. He looks a little kind of crazy. So he's on top of this system over here. I think to see if he trades back into this range and comes back out of it. I think right now this kind of looks like a 2B on that range. If he stays out there, he's kind of broke out and comes back in. That could be a little dangerous. So you need a better structure on top of here set up and to let him go. If you were going to fuck with him, he's going to continue this shit. He'd likely hold like up here and restructure something like this and then go up like that. But he's more likely in time coming to this, and it's going to probably create a better system to like play him for something that, like, you know, can go like that again. So let me make this a different color. Possible is USD, THB, Thai baht. USD THP, USD THP. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Unless the dollar stops where it is, DXY is high. You know, DXY pulls back. This guy stalls today. But yeah, I think that guy was pretty healthy breakout, right? You're probably watching the dollar maintain strength on him to see this guy, you know, something like that. If he stays above there, then yeah, you play the continuation for that guy. If the dollar stalls on the DXY high and Putin begins to gain traction as a secondary reserve currency, that could be the top of the dollar. So it's a key level right now to watch if we can get through the COVID fucking high on the dollar. All right, that was everything. Got everything. First, YouTube, Real Nomics, motherfuckers. You guys remember to, you know, like and subscribe and all that jazz, share places. Gonna be doing some cool innovations in Discord, motherfuckers. We have an insanely cool idea that we're gonna put out, and you're never gonna forget the way that you got your fucking Intel again. But we're gonna create an Intel system that will be one for the ages, and I think we'll have a lot of fun doing it and stay in the right side of the markets while doing it. So thanks everybody for following me over here to YouTube. Thanks everybody who came out to watch the last night's show. Appreciate you guys. Stay safe out there. The market's VIX 30. Remember what I told you. Pay attention to like things like UVIXY. You can watch him along with the spies and like, you know, employ the fucking dildo rule. It's a dangerous day if you're gonna fuck around. If you're adept at spreads, you know, limit risk with options. If you go overnight, don't fucking take, these shares are gonna kill you. Beyond that, you know, stay safe. We're gonna keep working some shit in the channel, and we're gonna roll out something really dope that I can't wait to do. So thanks everybody who, you know, whoever's out there like that sees the value in the end now at fucking 20 stacks. I almost shit myself. You know, I've never had a piece of artwork in the market before, so I thought that was fucking pretty amazing. So, you know, till next one, boys and girls, stay safe out there. We'll catch you on the flip. We'll be back tomorrow night, post-market for Winter After Dark again. So if you guys are on that side of the earth and you're awake, come check us out. We're probably gonna put the time at like 6:30 p.m., like an actual evening show to let you cool the fuck down from the end of market. I think people are mind fucked over there. So I'll try to put it in a slot where you can, like, you know, make it before, if you're European, before you totally pass out. I don't know if that's too late. But we'll try that slot, and if it doesn't work out, we have to move it around. You know, you guys let me know, we'll figure it out. So, Jaeger After Dark, bitches. I like that. Might be the next one. Till next time, catch you on the flip. This has been Storm of Shadows, motherfuckers. Peace out.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome